Hello there and welcome back to Pokemon Go Japanese region lock. Anyway, the Pokemon we have to save first before you go into Elite Four, because that's where we're going after this time. Got my team ready, they're all 47. I could have put them all up to 50, but then I got bored of grinding, so I thought I'd just leave it here and I'll get it over and done with tonight. Anyway, the first of Elite Four for this game. His name, if I can finally get the thing up, because I should absolutely do this. Oh well. Japanese version of Elite Four is the 4 Heavenly Kings, a 4 Pokemon trainers who are regarded as toughest in the regional Pokemon League, sort of the Pokemon League champion. Anyway, for the Johto Leagues, there is Will or Itsuki, who is a Psychic type trainer, and his Pokemon consist of, as you've seen, Azatu. He has 2 of them. As you see, the Jinx, an Executor, a Yadoam, or Slowbro if you want to be picky about what he's called. And that's his whole team basically. That's basically spoiled it all. But then again, you have to know these things to know what you're coming in for. Because I knew you were going to Azatu, I was able to get my Ampharos in. Nato, that's his Japanese name. And I should mention that. I've already mentioned Jinx, right, so there's no need to talk about that. But its gold spray is the basic first crystal. Anyway, Executor here, Grass Psychic type. The great thing about that is because he is weak to poison. Because I'm not part poison anymore. It can't one shot with it. Nasi, that's its Japanese name for Executor. This is Yadoam. That air is still good if you want to go by the English names. Its gold sprite again is the basis of its crystal sprite. No surprise there. Executor is Tsumi Hishihara's favorite Pokemon. He used it all through the debugging and testing Pokemon Red and Green. If I remember correctly, yeah, Slowpo's crystal sprite is based on its gold sprite. But just to confirm it, I need to look it up. Or Yadoam. And I remember that. Because, well, Blossom seems to take like almost all of them in this. I could have used my... Yep, I was right. Weird, well, I know we're not talking about Silver anymore, but with him, he needs the Pokedex entries say that he needs a Shelder to evolve. But yet in the games you don't need a Shelder in your party to evolve it. You know, the Slowbro, you know, you need the King's Rock, you know, for that. Anyway, the next person we're going after is Koga, or Kyo, in his Japanese name. He will most likely start off with his level, I can't remember the level, but he'll most likely start off with Naridos. Same for both versions. And the fun fact is Shiny Aridos is showed up in the anime. And yet there it is, you can tell by its sprite. There's its flag. Exclusive to gold, with the Spinarak is the rock map. And of course its sprite is based on its gold one, but then again they're both the almost exact same, so no contest. His next Pokemon he will be throwing out if I remember correctly. Yep, Fortress. Another one of the Pokemon that actually got a redesign from Gold, Silver, or Poetos in the Japanese version, but it was one of the few ones that got its redesign more close to the original artwork. Because as you can see, if you know Fortress's colours are a bit off, and Bob and Steel is super effective, even though it's not even spoiling. And its Crystal Sprite, even though it's been completely overdone, it's based on its Gold Sprite. Muck or Belbaton. I've went through his sprite, so there's no point of me going through it. And there's only one more Pokemon I could need to say about his sprite. His Mud Sprite is the exact same as it is in this, in Gold and in Crystal. His next Pokemon is either one of two things. It'll either be a Morph-on or a Crobat. And it seems like it's the Crobat. And as you know, Crobat's sprite is based, Crystal is based on its gold. My reasoning here for using Yo, or however you pronounce his Japanese name, is because it's got Ice Punch. Even though I'm kinda outnumbered with Crobat because it is, even though it's level 44, it's very, very fast even in this state. Finally, his last Pokemon, which is actually Venomoth, or Morphon for the Japanese name. Didn't look that great until in yellow, but still, it's one of the few Pokemon that's kind of been confusing about its evolution. Why does it look like that when Butterfree looks more like Venomoth than Venomoth does? Anyway, its Gold Sprite is based on Crystal Sprite. If you think it in another way, it's almost like its Silver Sprite, but just the opposite way around. Anyway, a fun fact, the original, very early official artwork from Ken Sugimori shows that they had yellow spots in the back of its wings. This was later obviously taken off because it's never been seen again. We need to use that for the store, and I bought 15 of them. Obviously flew home, grinded, got the money out of the bank, that is my mother. The next one is another famous face. It's Bruno, or Siba. he will most likely start off when you with this battle once officially. Yep. He usually starts off with Hitmoncop, which is cover and it's right because we haven't actually seen it yet. Its sprite is almost the exact same in Gold and Silver, just its legs are placed in different ways. But the legs and how they start off in Crystal are in fact the gold version. Unfortunately, Hitmoncop didn't carry the same thing as Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee did by naming them after a famous martial artist. Then that's the English name, but we've got different names. Basically, you'll either have a Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Centaur, or Onyx next. And that's it, those are one of the most likely ones. I already went over Onyx's gold sprite isn't the one used for Crystal, it's his silver sprite. Hitmonchan on the other hand, his sprite is the gold and silver is basically almost the same, just he's got a different hand out for the punch, and the legs may be in different position, but they're basically the same. And he wants to talk about that red and green sprite, where it looks like a Doduo attacking with a Turkish Silverix. Hello, Machamp. If I remember correctly, that is gold sprite. It's the one that he uses for Crystal. Obviously, you need to look this up, but I'm certain it's similar to this. Anyway, Hitmonchan is bulky, as you can say. Machamp is bulky. It has rock type moves, so that's bad for me. And the fact that it was able to take my wing attack or fly, whichever one it was, worries me a bit. Usually I can get a bit of chip damage off from them as he does this because well. Yep, it is his gold sprite that he's based off. I was right. Come on, go down. I think I'll hit with a hit with that so it went down even more. And you should have, you'll either send out two of these last Pokemon. If I am remembering correctly, his next one is, yep, Hitmonlee. Obviously based on Bruce Lee. Molar. Called the Kicking Pokemon. It's one of his abilities that it gets a bigger boost in power for its for moves that have the name Kick in it. And Hitmonlee's Crystal Sprite isn't actually based on his Gold Sprite this time. It's actually based on Silver. Which that's quite it's one of those cool things to know. So Japanese red and green sprite they call it, instead of red and green it's yellow one with weird. And then again, I should be used to it because Hitmonlee is usually shown hitting about to hit somebody with its knee, which it doesn't actually have. And his last Pokemon doesn't have one. I was getting confused there. It's like he'll have one last. No, he doesn't. Anyway. Next trainer we get you'll be fighting is something different. different for has been introduced to Route 4. Also last generation we had Ice Fighting Ghost and Dragon. And this one we've had Psychic, which is a new one, and Poison, which is a new one, technically fighting. And now the last one is one of the newer types that we've got. And unfortunately, no, it's not the Steel type, because that would have been awesome, because then I could have just completely obliterated them with my Typhlosion, but then again, that would be too easy. No, it is in fact, once I get into the room, you wouldn't get it from the room, or maybe you would. This is Karen. Karen spelled with an I in the Japanese version. I don't know what I'm doing here, or it's one of these things again, I'm not pressing the A button. Oh, you get to listen to this awesome music. Ah, there you go. I can't remember what it says in the English version, so I'm sorry. Anyway, she will usually start off once the battle initiates. Oh, so I'm getting ready for this battle. She will usually have on her side. So, once I press the A button. Yeah. She starts off with an Umbreon or a Blackie, not to be erased or anything. And it's Silver Sprite is its basis, but it's Crystal Sprite, unlike its Gold Sprite, and it got a little colour. Its colour looks more clearer in Crystal. Anyway, Dark types, as you know, are weak to it's Bug. Weak to I know that. They're ineffective by Ghost, Psychic, of course, because that's how they get them. I'm sorry, that's why you always use the Dark type. And if you've got one, a Fighting type. Fortunately, they have neither of them, well, apart from one that moves Leech Life, and that's about it, as you see with my Crobat. So my plan of action with these is just to sorry. My plan of action with the Dark types is just to go all out forward with it. Try and make use of their weaknesses. If you know them. This is going to be a long battle, because unfortunately for me, Umbreon is a bit of a tank. As in it's quite bulky in terms of like HP and that. So, like I said, just go for it. Oh, for God's sake. Oh yay, that's easier than that. I'm hoping I'm right about that. The next Pokemon is going to be one of four things. She's actually going to switch into, if I am remembering correctly, she's switching into a Gengar. Even though it's not a Dark type, she somehow uses it. I don't know, and never mind. But as we all know, Gengar's Crystal Sprite, alright, it doesn't look exactly the same as the Gold and Silver Sprite, because they're hopping about for some reason, but he's on the ground. It is basically his Gold Sprite. And this yellow and red and blue sprite looks alright. Red and green Japanese one in the purple. Next she's going into our Marco. Or Yami Kagazu. Or just Marco for English turtle. And it's a silver sprite Marco based on, as I said before. Even though it's posed and gold is the one they use for it, and most of the artwork. And she's down to 2 Pokemon. 2 other use there we go, Vileplume. Or Ressa. S-E-A-I-R. And it's it's a mix of its gold and silver split together, like how it's positioned is gold split, but like how the angle it's at, but how and its feet are more like it's silver split, but that moves into place to where the gold split is. Quite confusing, isn't it? Last Pokemon once this gets taken down, if I can remember where the hell Psychic is. There it is. It's not even a high level, it's 42. There we go, that's hard to say. The last one, I don't need to say anything about the sprites. The last Pokemon that she has, and I'll need to keep my Espeon out for this. Helgar, or Houndoom. And as I mentioned, it's got a different sprite depending on in each version, so basically no matter which version you have, it's going to be a different sprite. Crystal made it look a lot better than it did in Gold and Silver, obviously. And it's the only one that, along with the clear version, that has the same typing, Dark and Fire. And then with Gold and Silver having that Diamond, Pearl, Platinum and Hard Gold and Soul Silver, they also have different sprites depending on which version you get. So the Helgar's had a lot of 2D sprites in this, and it's also got that evolution, the Mega Houndoom. And he's almost down. I've got 2 things that are super effective against him: water and ground. But it's either country play, I can't really think what it is again. Yeah. Next time we should be going after the next trainer, which is the Pokemon champion. And who could that be? No, some person that we met before. It will be a fun battle, that seems then.